Gilgeous-Alexander played 35 games last year. He had a torn plantar fascius in his
defenders in and potentially kick it out or surprise the Jazz underneath the basket.
Well, they drew him in and they
bumps and bruises. I mean, it's a physical game. It's a contact sport, so you have to expect some of that.
Nice move into the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander patient.
Known for his outside shooting, but so far been able to find those creases in the lane. As SGA will get fouled by Mitchell, and they're going to count it. That'll be an and one. Been around Rudy. Boy, he is as tall as he looks, and he looks tall on the floor.
6 players in double figures for Utah. Picked up Dort the other way. Donovan with a quick run back. They drop it over the top in the bucket.
Ryan and I expect at least a slice.
Oh, you can have a slice or 10.
All right, there we go. Tough finish there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Can guard Shai, if at all.
Closing seconds of the quarter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander slipped by Porter and scores.
Shot clock in the game clock. SGA's got the matchup on Wood. Steps back. Little three on the way. And that one rips the cords for SGA.
Game so far for Christian Wood. Again, you name it, the Rockets did it well in the.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Okay, all right. So 40-inch, huh?
43 inside and out for Christian Wood.
Gilgeous-Alexander by a couple of.
Into the attack mode with Philly in retreat. SGA. Boy, use the body there.
To finish at the rim against the big fellow. Nice good deflection and steal by Shai.
3-on-1 for OKC. It's paid.
Kind of flipping the script on Philly.
Oh, SGA stops on a dime. Sweet play. As he's now got 8.
Seth Curry come back down to earth.
Tough, high-arcing three. SGA bottoms it from downtown on the step back.
Of the game.
Thunder were on extended 15-3 run. 15-5. It's now 15-7. Fires down the lane. Instead, it's SGA bisecting the lane. Goes up with the left hand. Off the glass good. And we got a 3-point game with under 4 to go here in the SGA. Boy, goes right by Thibault. Nobody there to protect the rim. Off. Shot clock at 7. SGA. Boy, he turned the corner. Put on the.
An inadvertent shot by one of his teammates.
Such an asset off the bench.
Now, the Embiid has not scored here in this fourth quarter. Harris is certainly one of those guys who can, and Shai just continues to double pump the break.
Again, he steps into the passing lane to punch it free. Back outside, 3 on the way, knocks it down. Just want to make life difficult on him any way you can. As SGA got to the free throw line, puts up the shot, and
then he tried to, he went all the way to the basket.
SGA shut off on the baseline, so takes that fade away and gets it up successfully, which is what he did on that last dunk.
He had a couple of plays against the 76ers the other night as Shai lines up a 3-ball, and it just continues.
The Thunder lead has shrunk down to 4, but it's going to go back up to 6. He's got to give it up to SGA. His floater on the way. That's going to drop in.
Not taking the 3 because Curry has been white hot here in this second quarter.
And this is going to be a blocking foul. Bottled up, and it results in another Golden State turnover. A theme of this first half. Drop and a slam by. As SGA passes up to 3. Instead wants to drive. High teardrop. Got it over Looney. Source of offense for Golden State. And SGA going back and forth. This time, Gilgeous-Alexander stops on a dime.
His feet. Thunder will take that, see if they can capitalize off that turnover. And yes, they do. With a trifecta from Shai. Who's also staying aggressive on the offensive end as well, too.
SGA, that patent stop. It's a player. Golden State with its biggest lead of the night now with 10. As SGA will let it fly from the corner as he spun. Team. Now Draymond Green recovers back into the paint. SGA. Boy, what a tough step back. Aims, fires, and hit. Again to AD. This time it got sniffed out by the defensive Baisley. 3-on-1. SGA gives it up. Baisley's got himself another.
JRE gets it out. Thunder get another possession.
And a real stuff. KC to run. Little step back 3 for SGA. That one's going to drop in. Played the 5 in his career. And he just has way too much height to shoot it over. Nice find, SGA.
Moments ago, or a couple of possessions ago, to those back-to-back 3s by Bradley. Just stick with your offense. You know those shots are going to continue to fall because it's been your quarter so far.
An 8-point game. Rondo ready to check back in. They're getting tended to momentarily. SGA sees a crease, goes to the rim, scoops it up off the backboard and in.
Terrific call. He was looking right down the line.
SGA looking for more from downtown and rips the cords again from three. With the Thunder slowly inching back, that's going to miss. Oh, SGA could potentially go into the fourth quarter with a lead. SGA defended closely by Westbrook. Tough, step back, gets up the shot, banks it in for the lead! He's their leading scorer, he's their best player. Trying all the defense and flipping it up. Butter. Well, if he just shoots 33%, it's going to help the Warriors immeasurably. As Dort hits. Giving Moody a chance on Gilgeous Alexander. And Moody challenge, but you start to see the building blocks. Gilgeous Alexander, he just drove right by a very good defender.
Go!
Gilgeous Alexander time to set his feet, and he dropped in that three.
Steph coming off is always a good idea.
Draymond Green's got 14 points in the first half. Gilgeous Alexander, count that three. And the Thunder answer right before. And then he's got to guard Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Mooney is there all the time, but I just like these finishes by SGA.
Quick pass, got the shot up before the defender was able to get back.
Gilgeous Alexander drives on Kennard, gets to the rim off the window and in. Soft touch by Shai. Gilgeous Alexander slaloms his way down the lane and lays it in.
You see that little box on the offensive boards.
Gilgeous Alexander isolates, spins to the baseline and loses the handle. Gilgeous Alexander with Jackson to beat, swoops up and lays it in. Gilgeous Alexander picked up by Jackson. Doesn't look at the mismatch on the wing with Gideon Zoo. Fires the three and knocks it in. Only 30 for City. Shai, another sidestep three, same result.
Leading to his right on that shot.
Gilgeous Alexander, a step away three. He's done that 3 times in the quarter. He has 22. Ball to start the fourth quarter. Gilgeous Alexander. And it settles in 24 for Gilgeous Alexander. They have been doubling Gilgeous Alexander. Single coverage right now. Fades, fires, and fills it up. For the Lakers.
SGA been their leading scorer in every game. Feet wet, missed that shot. Of course, he's been a great outside shooter for many years. This guy is a star already. Shai Gilgeous Alexander.
Good feel for the game. I like the way he handles the ball.
I like the threes made by OKC. They pick the pocket of AD. Ahead for Giddy, goes all the way, lays it up and in. Rick Williams with 4:48, clock's moving. In the attacking zone, Gilgeous Alexander score. Rick Williams.
That's your illegal screen.
Lead us back up to 4. SGA, 1-2, easy does it. And it brings the Lakers up now by 9. That's a big bucket.
Defensively, they don't have really any kind of go-to people.
Gilgeous Alexander. SGA, low-scoring affair, just the way OKC wants it. Gilgeous Alexander, they throw it. We've entered the final 5 minutes of the game, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. And with that warning, count it, foul to SGA.
To play, a 3-point deficit for the Lakers.
From the logo, SGA. Knocks it down. Wow. Out to give. They get it into Alexander. That's who they want with the ball. Underneath to Dort. What a play.
Kentucky, I guarantee most people did not know he went to Kentucky. SGA puts his head down, takes the bump from Eubanks, and he will head. As SGA directing traffic out on the perimeter. Easily gets by Walker. Now, nice pass. Beautiful.
He plays a lot bigger than his size, Thaddeus Young.
Thunder tried a similar play, getting Muscala the same.
Shots like that.
Well, the Thunder here in the first minutes have gotten right back in it and going to get a little bit closer.
Very physical on defense.
There's a bump. Boy, McDermott right into the shoulder. That's rather watch a bump than a free throw.
Yeah, you see 90s basketball? Yeah. I like it a lot. Shai is starting to find holes in the Spurs defense.
That's one of the reasons why the Thunder have the 1-point lead, erasing that 10-point halftime deficit. SGA doing what he's done here in the third quarter. Another pretty drive
for scoring once he gets in there.
SGA putting a lot of work in on the possession. Finds the open man.
Discipline and hustle. That's just a great hustle. How about the eagle eye?
Such a good knack for the basketball. SGA turns the corner, but the help defense shuts him off. Series of pivots, and he dismisses the defense and lays it up and in.
I mean, look at all the shirts. He's got 3 dark shirts around him. He's got Valanciunas blocking the ridge on Shai. They're switching up in his jersey.
Shai going up against his cousin, Alexander Walker. Long strides, puts it up and in. As Poku's going to try to set that screen instead, allows Devontae Graham to defend. SGA out on the perimeter. Working hard for that step-back 3. And he got the friendly hop off the front of the rim. I don't know if that's exactly what Willie Green was designing out of the timeout. As Muscala freshly inserted, and SGA's got a mismatch with Valanciunas on him. Can he turn the corner? Finds the open man. It's Poku. Catch fire 3, and he on Satoransky. SGA looking for another 3. Oh yeah! Their turnover by SGA. There's some really surprising plays, but he makes up for it on the drive and the finish and the foul. SGA takes a bump, shot, and he gets it to drop in. SGA trying to turn the corner on Fox. Kentucky versus Kentucky, and that time Shai.
Jumpstart the Kings offense here in the middle part of this second quarter.
SGA bounces right off of Metu, got to the mid-range, and Paisley came over to swat it away on the Thompson attempt. As SGA will convert it.
He's got that flat, low-level shot, but very efficient with it.
SGA slips underneath, lays it up and in. Second 3 of the game. SGA's got a mismatch, pulls it back and answers with a 3 of his own. Giddey looking to facilitate. The Thunder spread it out offensively. That allows SGA a nice open lane as he will take up the game.
He's one of those guys who's worked on that shot. As Shai lines up a 3 ball.
It's a third made basket of the fourth quarter for Sacramento. SGA going to work, bounces off, puts up the shot, and puts it in. With Holmes protecting the rim, decided to push it back out to the perimeter. And SGA got that screen, now faces up on Barnes, left hand, running layup off the glass.
Floor that are shooting above 40% from the 3-point line.
As SGA. Griffin, not quite the same player that he was when he was putting up 20 a game with the Clippers. SGA wants to step back 3 and eyes it and knocks it down. Game flowing, and you get Brooklyn in retreat defensively. SGA turns the corner, nice touch on the high, scoop and kiss. The likes of Mills, Durant, or Harden. SGA, nice drive, pretty finish.
That he has, you're talking about a guy that's 7 feet, probably arms, at least 7 feet plus long.
He's got 8 rebounds on the night. SGA got by 1, the scoop and the score. Beautiful play.
It's pretty far back there. For George Gervin, we know what the venue is.
Oh, tough shot from SGA. Doesn't matter. Fading away. Well, the Thunder have definitely stayed within range of minutes on the night because of plays like that.
And to beat him to the spot, wow.
SGA still looking for his first dose, and there it is. Even with... Boy, the Thunder defense has just smothered Houston. The Rockets have just 31 points as we come up on the 3-minute mark of the second. SGA is going to make it 2 in a row. You're not going to keep him on.
Suns bandwagon. Hey, man, they are balling right now.
Well, you know who else is balling all of his free throw line? He's now 0 for 4. Check that, 2 for 6.
He's missed his last 4 straight.
And SGA, oh yeah, banks it.
Rockets will be in a bonus. Well, the Thunder would be in a bonus on the next Rockets foul.
SGA lowers the shoulder and banks it. Clock trickles down as SGA in the mid-range. That is a smooth stroke.
Playoff for Giannis.
Drew coming off an 8-point, 8-assist game against the Lakers. Had the 6 rebounds as well. There's a little
coming downhill, and if they don't get to the rim, they're able to get it open look from 3.
Well, it wasn't necessarily. Drew Holiday, another tough defensive assignment, gets switched off from the Shemi. And the Thunder's leading scorer takes them all the way to the rack. Gilgeous Alexander likes to drive the basketball. Second most driving points that leads to that in the NBA.
That's where Alexander's dangerous.
Dropping it off to Wiggins for two. First shot, and he did to get the record. He hasn't hit a three-point shot since. 1 of 3 now from back there. There's Kitty for 2.
Time. Able to step in and knock it down.
Couple of three-point makes for Bobby. And Shai Gilgeous Alexander has the
deep three. No. He's first in the game to double figures. He's got 10 points. Oh! And that's what Gilgeous Alexander can do.
I got a chance to watch those games, and then you interview people and you read about it.
See how that was nice. Gilgeous Alexander inside, nice pass.
SGA, beautiful slip pass to a cutting. 0 for 4 from 3. SGA stops, pops, and hits. Fast break, a rare fast break. As the Thunder, one of the best, but it's SGA bisecting the lane for the rim rocker.
That's the only way you can block my shot, like Shai just did. You got to get it before I get up in the air. Now this here is just
first quarter. Neto can have a hard time staying in front of Shai, and Shai takes advantage, cutting across the lane. Down all 3 free throws.
10-0 run here for the Wizards.
SGA, boy, that is a stubborn drive as he put his head down.
Yeah, that was
Now, KCP's a good defensive player, and he was trying to stay with Shai.
You got to stay stationary.
Oh, Shai with the step aside on Caldwell Pope.
The other end, Neto had it contested.
SGA draws a crowd, kicks it back out to Baisley, and it's in the Thunder's interest to be hasty. Dort right back to SGA. He wants to drive, goes right to the rim, and he will kind of dipped under the defender.
Gilgeous Alexander gets the 2 back with a little. This is the last time these two teams met, as he's struggling from the perimeter, and so he's electing to drive the ball to the rim.
And I know Tate is only, in his second year, but he was like a super rookie last year, so that's what you want to do against a guy.
Again, Gilgeous Alexander isoing, comes down the baseline. That time had a step on Wood, hit the reverse.
I think there's any sense of urgency to worry there.
Gilgeous Alexander, and it bounces in. He already waning seconds of the first half. Gilgeous Alexander on Wood, slipped by he and Matthew.
His house and just have a blast.
You were pinball wizard?
I wasn't too good.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Craig, I'm sorry.
Sorry. And Gilgeous Alexander a little off balance. Gilgeous Alexander blows right by House and it goes to Roby for the easy one. Gilgeous Alexander has 18.
I was going to say, got to watch Gilgeous. Oh, goodness.
Yep, Martin falls down. He'll shoot. He's got 20 now.
More inside.
Absolutely.
Look at Shai, so patient. Throwing Kevin Porter Jr. Series of moves back outside. Shai left open. He'll let it go. And knock it down. So that's why Garrison Matthews has been getting toward the playing time, and SGA just completes. And Junior has come in, 2 guys who played on Monday. And Ian Martin Jr. is trying to defend Shai. A little step back jumper, and he shows the touch. 4 threes already for OKC. And the Thunder with some sweet offense.
Difficult for them to get any kind of rhythm going in the ball game.
Shai goes right out. Christian Wood, and that's the 3rd time here tonight, and that's getting inside, getting in the lane. 4 out of 6 in the paint, make it 5 out of 7. That one
to that rim. Look at all the black shirts around Shai, and look who he finds. Because all
double-digit Thunder lead to 6. As Shai gets inside, right back. Makes a mismatch, wants to drive on Tice, bounces off, and sweet. He gets it up to Shai, defended by the veteran Wood. He goes right back, left hand high up the glass, and he got the bounce. Lost it momentarily. 8 blocks and 6. Gilgeous Alexander down the lane. That layup was good. It's a 2-point game. This is what he did a lot in the game against the Houston Rockets. Spins on Stewart. Nice pass. Inside to Josh.
I want to see your ankles. It's too cold outside of Detroit.
Don't worry.
I don't think you want to see mine either.
And Lou Dort. Shai's matched up on Sadiq Bey. Good defensive player, uses his speed, got to the rim. Nice play. Boy, just a blow-by from Shai. Rich Williams, this is the pretty speed usage, Michael, as it goes from second gear to about fifth gear.
Tool bag that you know is coming.
It just doesn't matter how good of a defensive player you are. There's very few guys who can defend him one-on-one, and he shows it wide there. But you see the Thunder continuing to attack, particularly led by Gilgeous Alexander, Michael. The most impressive part about that was the comeback against Portland in Game 7, I think, in the Western Conference Finals.
That was the championship for them.
Favors, nice turn. And on the open, Michael, we talked about the first-round draft picks that are going to be in the game here tonight. And how about Shai? Driving down the lane, takes a bump, will go to the free throw line.
Of the contact, he knows he's going to get hit and has the presence of mind to finish. Man, before losing that basketball, Thunder continue to play through it.
What a great pass. SGA. And it's back up to 13. Muscala. 43%.
Pistons have missed their first two shots. Well, and now's the time to see if he can make some difference on the scoreboard.
Look at all the... Oh, what a block by Baisley. Full rejection. SGA, the Euro step inside on the reverse as he cleans. Calmly surveying the Detroit defense. Got mid-post, left side, pulls up and scores. Tater. Assist number 4 on the night. SGA, baseline jumper, that is good. Right over Killian Hayes, and the Thunder get another. Kenrich with the rebound. SGA pushing, looking for a little space, drives to the rim, scoops it up, scores it, and gives the Thunder on the 3. The back tap out. It's loose. SGA is able to scrape it up off the floor. Here is Dort leaking out, takes the foul, got it up and in.
Protecting that 5-point lead.
SGA going to work, spins and makes it 13. So the Thunder have shot it at 48% in the game this fourth quarter. So efficient and even more timely as can be. And you got so much confidence in Josh Giddey making that pass. Shot clock is up. SGA is going to take it to the cup, and that's going to seal this one.